Today you prove you're not just recruits, you're slayers.
Yo, what's up bros? My name is Rory Lucas and welcome to Rory's Game Reviews free-to-play series. This week we are reviewing Dauntless. Developed by Phoenix Labs and produced by Epic Games, Dauntless is a free-to-slay, online-only take on Monster Hunter, with other inspiration taken from World of Warcraft and Dark Souls. Initially launched in beta for Microsoft Windows, the game was released for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One May 21st, 2019, including full crossplay and progression tracking across all platforms, making it the first ever title to ship with these capabilities at launch. The game plays great on all platforms too. Although not offering much in the way of story, the game has you matchmaking with other players to slay a diverse array of fantastical beasts and animal hybrid monsters. Then, stripping them of their loot, you use this to craft better items and gear, so you can in turn fight tougher monsters. It's a super satisfying and addictive loop. While Monster Hunter fans will likely miss the more complex game mechanics they have grown to love, such as tracking and capturing monsters, the more streamlined mechanics of Dauntless are easily accessible and could be more enjoyable to a new player. They are not too hard to gain a good grasp of, but just hard enough to master. There's a definite learning curve for new players. The combat system is similar to Bloodborne and Dark Souls. Players utilise light and heavy attack combos coupled with dodges that make you invulnerable. Then, as with Bloodborne and Dark Souls, the timings of these vary from weapon to weapon, combo to combo, and charge attack to charge attack. It's a delicate dance that the player is slowly introduced to throughout the game. The monsters get a lot harder. The game allows you to play with 6 unique weapon types, all fun and all with their own strengths and drawbacks. The tutorial weapon, the sword, is an all-round balanced weapon that serves as a great entry weapon. The hammer is a slow lumbering heavy weapon which has long drawn out combos that leave you open to attack, but it deals massive damage when you do land a strike. The axe, which lies somewhere between the sword and the hammer and just looks badass. The chain blades, which are a cool dual wield option. And my personal favourite, the pike, which gives you all the attack speed you could ever want, flashy combos, and has you swinging the thing around like Oberyn from Game of Thrones. Lastly, a nice little addition in the form of repeater pistols provide a nice change in range and depth to the battles. These are very fun to use, however I didn't test them too much. You will likely spend more than half your time in game running around Ramsgate with the other players. A bustling little town with an almost World of Warcraft or Fable-like feel. Here is where you will craft your items, collect new quests, and select which hunts to embark on. Although not humongous, this place is super fun to explore. You find all these little nooks and crannies, and with daily challenges to find things here, you'll be hopping around the rooftops and back streets in no time. Once you have foraged and slain monsters for loot, crafting in Dauntless is simple and easy to grasp, just like the rest of the game mechanics, and is pretty self-explanatory once you've explored a little and found your vendor locations. Mastery is the tree branch leveling system, which is a great counter to the sometimes repetitive and grindy nature of the hunt. These provide a clear objective for the player and incentive to diversify their weapons and armour, as well as the monsters they like to fight. Quests are provided by the various NPCs scattered around Ramsgate. These are usually not too laborious and provide a nice level of interaction with the world around you. They usually give you nice little rewards while guiding you to do things that are in your own interest anyway. The monsters in Dauntless are, as you might expect, not quite as detailed in design as other AAA titles, but are definitely a major strong point in the game. They follow the same distinctive, striking art style. Movesets and AI are diverse and interesting as you progress through the game, and they pulled it all off very well. In my opinion, there are currently too few in the game at the moment, but as this game is being developed as a live service, I would be surprised if many more were not added in the future. Matchmaking was pretty quick. I never had to wait longer than a minute and it was never too painful, but that could definitely be improved upon to be a little bit quicker. It was possible to play private, but there was no real payoff to this due to the fights just taking longer and being more difficult, and there was no possibility of revival if downed, meaning a lot of wasted time and a lot less loot. As you got a bit further on and got to play with higher level teammates, the level of customization in the game characters starts to really show, which allows you to wear different outfits and dye them various different colours. There are emotes, match start animations, flares, banners and all sorts. All of this mostly unlocked through the Fortnite-like battle pass we have come to expect in free-to-play games, but it was executed very well, as you would expect Epic Games to do. One of the best things Phoenix Labs have managed to do with Dauntless is adding all these nice little touches which really serve to add depth to the world they have created, such as the ability to pet dogs or the way they have you explore Ramsgate on a daily basis to collect the death marks from the rooftops and alleyways. Another aspect which was really fun was foraging in the wild, even if it does make you feel a little bad sometimes when you leave your teammates fighting away and you're over here picking some plants or mining ore. So now we come to my verdict. My experience with Dauntless was amazing. Dauntless is an all-around great game. It is very rewarding, fun, and a great way to seamlessly pass the time. The strongest points I found for this game are the distinctive art style and enjoyable fight mechanics, also the incredible ability of crossplay. This is done seamlessly in the game, and big up to Epic Games for pulling it off again. The largest cons with Dauntless are sometimes you get long wait times to get into the servers because they are full. I was once waiting almost half an hour to get into the game. The emptiness of the hunting zones and lack of living creatures in them was a bit of a drawback for me as well. I would love to see some minion-like small monsters to hack and slash your way through and loot before reaching the main monster. I was playing on the base PlayStation 4, so this may be exclusive to that console, but there were some frame rate drops for me, but not enough to ruin my overall experience. So I think I have said enough, guys. A massive bravo to Phoenix Labs and to Epic Games for managing to create such an enjoyable experience. They have earned a Rory rating of 8 out of 10. I would recommend this one to all of you guys watching the video, so please go download it and go see for yourselves. You have nothing to lose, as remember, it's free to play. Thank you all for watching. Rory out.